Never seen you around before. What do you want?
You should get medical help for your trauma. What a way to open. Jesus. We're getting rather forward, it appears.
You killed him? Well, shit. Here I dreamed up this whole elaborate revenge fantasy. Didn't really think I'd do it, but as long as the tubby bastard was actually alive, I could pretend like I would. Here, I owe you. Take it and get out of here, before I indulge my inner bitch and spoil the moment.
Damn.
What a pointless trip. Here I thought I'd get a shot at that junkie bastard.
Thank you for that alert, Fuzzy. I did watch your VOD, by the way.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm first recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
Jesus.
Damn. Never had you pegged for the drill instructor type, but you got my attention. You can tell the lieutenant that I finally caved. I'll get help. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing. Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
Shit gets nasty.
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes. Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number, and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all.
She's rather forward.
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
The big gun?
Yup. A lot of people make that connection. Big gun. Sniper. Some people don't even need to ask. Yeah. Try not to get killed.
That's right.
What can I do for you? I caught the tail end of what you said to her. Betsy looked like she'd been slapped right back into basic for a few seconds there. Let's hope that Betsy sticks with the treatment. Knowing her, she won't keep seeing Usanagi if she feels things are taking too long. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Alright. Easy enough.
You're back. Do you need medical attention? Mental trauma can be just as debilitating as physical injuries. Fortunately, I'm well qualified in such treatment. I'll make time in my schedule.
Hi. What'd you see? You should really be keeping an eye over there. There could be bad guys coming. You're looking at me. Yeah, it's awkward for me too. All right.
I hear you defeated the Legion forces at Nelson.
Why is he running around like a...
I'm thankful. It'll make my job around here much easier. So you found out what's happening with the supplies? What would you like to know? I store a variety of drugs here, but it looks like my supply of Hydra is diminishing rather quickly. Excessive use causes dilated eyes and increased heart rate and blood pressure, massive sweating, you know, the usual. Locked in a cabinet here in the medical tent. I'm around most of the time, but I can't keep a constant watch on them. I remember coming in one morning and noticing my supplies were lower than they should have been. I thought it might have been a mistake, but another morning I noticed the same thing. The camp is pretty dead at night, especially at 0200 hours when the guard shift changes. That'd be a good place to start looking.
Okay, so I have to wait till 2 a.m.
Okay then, what would you like to talk about? Things are better now that the Legion at Nelson have been defeated. Until we meet again.
Uh-huh. Look at this little bastard. You're totally sneaking, dude. You got me fooled completely. You completely got me fooled. Yep. Yep.
Oh, what are you doing here? I was just, getting some fresh air and stretching my legs. It's getting pretty late, though. I should get going. Good night. Aren't you the guy that helped wipe out Nelson? Holy shit, man, that's fucking crazy! Missing medical supplies? No, I don't know anything about that. What? Oh shit, how the fuck? Oh man, I'm in some deep shit now. Look, I can explain everything. Really, just give me a chance to explain.
Uh-huh.
Have you looked around? Have you seen what's going on here? What we're going through? This place is hell. I've seen all my friends butchered by the Legion in front of my very eyes. I can still hear their screams at night. All I wanted was a little escape, so I took some drugs to help me do that. Is that so bad? I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I needed this. I needed to escape for just a little while. I needed this. So what happens now? What? You want me to turn myself in? Why the hell should I do that? I guess you're right. I'll do the right thing and turn myself in.
There you go. Wake up. Get out of bed.
I wanted to thank you again for saving my patients. It's nice to have a helping hand around here. I heard Private Stone turned himself in for stealing my medical supplies. You have my thanks.
You should have seen his sneaking skills.
Until we meet again.
There we go. Oh, wow. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, this is kind of cheesing it though. He doesn't know I'm here. Eddie, don't get in the way. Do not get in the way for both of our sake. I think that hit him. I hope that one didn't. What a difference. What a difference. Okay. Explosive ammo, just a little OP. Just a little bit. Get wrecked. Oh my god, exclamation empty. Jesus. Try to get you by this crap for months. You finally have some recipients for it? I know, huh? Eddie to the rescue with a clutch. Yeah, I'm keeping this up. I'm keeping this up. There could be more. There could be more. Feel like I missed so much while I was taking my test. How'd your test go? There's always a VOD, there's always YouTube. Don't ever feel bad about that. How did your test go? Did you ace it? Did you win? Can you recreate everything for me? Sure. So I was all like, pew pew, and the Deathclaw was like, "Urgh," And then I was like, pew pew, and the Deathclaw was like, I don't give a shit, and I was like, ah, and then it was kind of like an epileptic moment, and then we respawned, and then Rev was like, hey, you know that explosive ammo? It's pretty fucking cool. And I was like, okay, we'll try it. And so we brought it out, and then we tried it, and they went boom boom, and they fell down. The end. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
That's close enough. What do you want with the Great Khans? You can ask, but why would I do that? Carl told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a speculatory. What? No, What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that? That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. All right, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance. Bye.
Talk to them. Hi there. Let's see who has more. Of course it
You're
does.
not one of my regulars. What do you want?
I've been told you're someone to talk to about stopping the Khans alliance with Caesar.
Hey, it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything. But if he'll stop his patrols from harassing my runners, I'm all for it.
She's got like a Courtney Love thing going on with her voice.
I haven't heard anything like that. Do you have any proof?
No, and finding some would be too much work. Never mind.
Okay. Come on back when you do.
I don't remember that version.
We keep the Great Khans from falling apart, essentially. Jack manufactures the chems. I organize the runners and the shipments. We're supplying things people want in exchange for things our tribe needs. Don't judge us. We make regular shipments to a lot of settlements around the Mojave. A lot of our business comes from the Fiends lately. Personally, I think they're kind of creepy, but Papa likes the fact they get all hopped up on Psycho and harass the NCR patrols. Like what? I'll spare you the history lesson. Talk to Papa Khan if you want to hear that story. Things have been rough for a while now. Even with Jack working all the time and my runners making deliveries daily, we're barely getting by. Maybe this alliance with Caesar will help, but I don't know. Red Rock Canyon isn't exactly the most hospitable place. There's no food, barely any water, and nothing anybody wants. We used to send patrols out to acquire supplies, but ever since Bitter Springs, there just aren't enough of us left. Sure, what do you want to know? Well, it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything, but if it'll stop his patrols from harassing my runners, I'm all for it. Papa hasn't steered us wrong yet. Helpful? What, like bathtub stim packs? What's the point of that? You've got a point. Selling meds to the locals could be a pretty nice side gig. All right, I'll tell Jack to give it a try. Yeah, you made a pretty good argument. We'll keep it small for now, but if it turns a profit,
fast.
we might expand. You look like you could handle yourself in a fix.
What about work?
All right, I'll tell you what. Anders, one of my best runners, is overdue to report back. If you can find out what happened to him, I'll give you some real work. About 3 weeks ago, I sent Anders southeast to find a route into Arizona, to open new markets for our product. He should have been back 2 days ago, but there's been no sign of him. Thanks. Prove you're reliable on this, and I'll have more for you later.
All right. We got that one done. You can go back to night-night. You, wake up.
Whoa, new guy. Huh? Look, man, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we've got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with. Dude, what a total haul. No way that's Kopashishi.
Kopashishi?
Yeah, okay. Me and Diane got your back. No sweat.
What does that even mean?
Oh, it's cool, man. I got your back. We don't, like, do anything. We make the magic happen.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
We make the happy stuff. What do you need? Jet, Psycho, a little Med-X to ease the pain? Nah, man, more like drug suppliers. Yeah, other folks sell them. Diane's mostly in charge of that.
Okay.
Guess I just had a natural talent for it. When I was a kid, these cats called the Followers of the Apocalypse came to our camp. They knew all kinds of kooky, scientistical stuff, so I ate up all the chemistry they could teach. Diane had to head for business, so we teamed up. Diane's my girl, man. We've been taking care of each other our whole lives, ever since our folks died. Now we keep the cons and caps together. They're family, you dig? They've always looked out for us, made sure we had something to eat and a place to crash. Papa may look like a big angry bear, but he's a softy at heart. Regis is cool, scary, but cool. The rest are all pretty groovy, even little Jerry. The other dudes call him Jerry the Punk. That's kinda harsh, though. I think he's just a sensitive soul that needs some love. He's usually down around the proving ground if you want to say yo. Diane handles most of the transactional elements of this little enterprise, but I'm always in the market for new recipes if you've got the spark. Right on. What have you got? Right on. Let's have it. Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you? Here's a little tink-tink to weight your pockets.
A little tink-tink. Thank you for your little tink-tink.
Right. Right.
It's like a mixture of like Walter White.
Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the
like
caps.
a mixture of Walter
What
White
do I
from
owe
Breaking
ya?
Bad and like The Big Lebowski.
Here's a little tink-tink. Right on.
Jack's the comedic relief. Diane's just the straight guy.
Grootalicious. That
I guess
oughta
that's
rake
why
in the
they're a
caps.
couple.
What do I
Somebody's
owe
got to
ya?
be the straight guy. A little bit of balance.
Here's a little tink-tink.
Thank you for the little tink-tink.
Right on. Grootalicious.
That animation
oughta
is
rake in
really
the caps.
amusing.
What do I owe you? Here's a little tink-tink.
I like my tink-tink in my pocket. I ain't no fink, you dig?
Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs already. But if you've got any more recipes, I'll take them. Take it easy, dude.
Hello, where are you?
Evening.
Oh. Hi. Oh, so that's what happened to you.
Please, help me. Thank God. Let me down, please. Thanks for getting me down from that cross. I owe you one. They did? Probably mostly Jack's idea. He always was the soft touch. Thanks. You've saved my life and done the Great Khans a huge favor. I'll be heading back to Red Rock Canyon now. Maybe we'll see each other there. Okay, but keep it quick. I'd like to get out of here before the Legionnaires come to check on me. Well, not exactly. More like trying to expand our markets. I heard there was a lot of untapped territory down south, but the Legion caught me. The Legion patrol caught me trying to cross the river. When they found the, package I was carrying, they strung me up there. So long.
All right. See you, buddy. Nice little detail. Excuse me, lady.
Anders told me what happened. We owe you one for rescuing him. Tell you what. I can give you caps as a thank you or a special recipe Jack cooked up.
Recipe? Okay.
Here you go. Enjoy it.
Turbo.
With Anders out of commission for so long, we're short-handed on runners, and some backlogs have piled up. We've got an associate in the Crimson
make
Caravan
turbo?
Trading Company who distributes for us and out of Vegas. He's been after us for a new shipment. Great. Here's the package.
Mildly
Your
suspicious
contact is
package.
Don Hostetler at the Crimson Caravan. Come back and see me when you're done.
Hello there. Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company. How can I help you today? Huh? Oh, right, yeah. I'll take that. You should go now, before you draw any attention.
I'd be really irritated at somebody who just woke me up in the middle of the night to talk to me repeatedly. I'd be more than a
I've
little
been hearing
irritated.
a lot of good things about you. What's up? Don't worry, Jack and I have talked it over. We'll talk up the idea of breaking the alliance. Great. Here's your payment. Yeah, you did good finding him. Okay, if you want a little work, I think I can find you something. You up for something challenging? I've got a ship of Jet and Psycho that needs to be delivered to Motor Runner at Vault 3. Don't get cocky. The fiends are twitchy. Most of them won't bother a con, but the ones outside the vault, well, they're outside for a reason. Here's the package. Good luck. Your payment will be waiting when you get back. Catch you later.
You might even say, Condor, they have a open door policy. This ain't exactly the Mississippi. I'm on one side. I'm on the other side. I'm on the east side. I'm on the west side.
Hey, you got a second? The Brotherhood is failing. I've always known that. If we don't change course, we're going to fall apart, or fade away.
Okay.
But until recently, I haven't understood where we went wrong, or how to fix it. I think I need to go home. Great! Thanks! Thank you! I'll encourage people to name their non-ugly children after you. Seriously.
All right. I need to wear Great Con armor for this quest. Shoot, well, I don't have Great Con armor. Okay. All right, I'll back out. I'll back out. Do I need to have it in here?
What the fuck are you doing here? If you're fucking carrying, just fucking say so. Yeah, deliver to the boss. Business as usual. Motor runners down in the maintenance wing. Straight through the door behind me, down the hall, down the stairs to the right. We have a con coming through to see the boss. Don't shoot at him.
Oh, hi.
I wasn't expecting a resupply so soon. So you have anything from Red Rock Canyon to sell me? I guess it isn't a secret. Yeah, the residents of the vault are all dead. We killed them. Funny thing is, they just let us in. We didn't have to force the doors or anything. We needed someplace to put down roots. I was having trouble keeping my people out of Westside. I try to keep my people out of Westside. Apart from trying to stay on good terms with the cons who do business there. There's mean son of a bitch. That fucking mutant is more trouble to kill than to avoid. Having some place for my people to sleep reduces the chances of drifting into Westside.
Yeah, they're quite casual about it, aren't they? That tells you how often they did it and how callous they've gotten to it.
About goddamn time. Tell the cons that they can't keep a steady supply. We'll find someone who can.
Flying robot? Man, I must be fucked up.
Did you make that delivery yet? And you didn't even get skinned alive. I'm
Learn
impressed.
the con-trick special
Here's your
move. To
payment.
learn this technique, initiate a power attack while moving left or right. You will scoop up a handful of dirt. Interesting.
Not right at the moment.
Okay, so I guess we finished up her stuff.
Catch you later.
Yeah, I would like for them to keep to the books.
Hey, look who it is bringing that good con karma around. Oh, it's cool, man. Diane passed me the haps on that fandango with Anders. I got your back.
Okay, so then that's done.
Take it easy.
So that's done.
More of my advisors are starting to talk openly of breaking our alliance.
I was thinking about it, though.
I wonder where that idea is coming from. Let me see that. Filthy savages. Probably have to decimate the lot of them. Are these the words of our friend, Caesar?
Great Khans, drive Caesar's dog out of our camp. If he's too slow to flee, kill him. Hey! You like that?
All four of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance. Maybe I should hear you out after all. I've heard some things from my most trusted cons that makes me wonder whether this alliance is a good idea after all.
I mean, you
But
just
I want
killed
to
the
leave a
dude.
legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. Tell me then, if I don't join with Caesar's Legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory? Well spoken, traveler. Well spoken indeed. Perhaps it's time to find our own destiny, unburdened by the past. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer. Whatever your motivation was, I think we owe you a debt.
There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here. And I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the second level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
I mean, they seem friendly enough.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is. Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment. One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
Funny. The old USB drive in the parking lot.
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data. I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd. What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move. You'll need to locate it on 3 different terminals in this area in 1 minute. Any longer and it'll jump, and you'll have to start all over. Locating the virus would probably be nearly impossible, but the pompous little bastard that wrote it made things a little easier for us. Normally, terminals infected by the virus just display gibberish, but we found that terminals the virus moved to had some real data passed to them. We were able to decrypt the data and discovered that it was just messages from the virus's writer taunting his victims. When you find terminals with those messages, lock them down and move on. Find 3 of them before the virus jumps, and we'll wipe the damn thing. Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
Oh god, this sounds like it's gonna be a pain in the ass. There's so many terminals. How are you supposed to know? Oh, bunker information. Project goals, Hidden Valley. I was just a potato. There are 3 different bugs depending on the sequence. Jesus. The goal of the Hidden Valley project is to create a self-sustaining shelter for high-ranking VIPs that can serve as a command structure in times of crisis. The bunker itself is located several hundred feet below the surface. Multiple layers of reinforced materials serve to prevent a breach of the inhabitable areas by anything save for a direct hit by a bunker-busting weapon utilizing a megatonnage considered outside the capability of America's closest competitors. In the event that our enemies become capable of such an attack, the bunker's dervish camouflaging system makes targeting the site impossible for automated systems, forcing aggressors to rely on guesswork and sheer luck. The Hidden Valley bunker system. The Hidden Valley bunker relies on the 2 main systems. The Candle fusion power system provides power to all bunker systems. Built more for reliability and duration of service, the power output of the system has been exceeded by many current designs, but it can supply the bunker with power for an estimated 752 years. The Dervish camouflage system provides visual and electronic interference to prevent airborne or long-range enemy weapons from targeting the bunker. The normal soil around Hidden Valley has been supplemented with a combination of aluminum and various silicates, which are then dispersed using a widespread network of industrial fans to blanket the area in a cloud of what is essentially chaff. Combined with the electronic countermeasures of the nearby array at Black Mountain, the bunker at Hidden Valley is effectively impossible to target.
Fighting the Legion. You actually did it! If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off.
There's a chance I didn't either.
But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right? Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it. Oh, all kinds of things. There was already information regarding the layout and systems of this bunker, but we've since added our own data as well. Prior to the lockdown, we had extensively scouted the surrounding area and compiled dossiers on nearby points of interest. Bye.
Bye. Do you need to trigger something?
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast these upstarts.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us? Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them. While that is disheartening news, there remains hope that the other 2 patrols may still be found alive. The less who are aware of this situation, the better. My brothers and sisters were deeply traumatized by the losses we incurred several years ago.
Yeah, I'm a little confused by that too.
It would be imprudent to worry them unduly without first discovering the facts of the situation. I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Okay, there we go. We just had to
I'd
get
slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding.
Ha!
Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's lectures. Figure I owe him for that. He means well. No, but it does make it easier to forgive him. He's just misguided. It's not too late to change his mind. He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees some indisputable sign we're on the wrong course, he won't ignore it. I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that gets his attention is technology. Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea.
Yeah, about that.
Our elder before McNamara, he had a nose for recovering lost technology. He'd send scribes out into the desert, chasing whatever leads he found. There were a few he only trusted me with. I can think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists. There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go there, I can pull up his research on it. That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what? To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers, or the Legions. We're fighting a war for a lost cause. If we're gonna survive, we have to find a role in society, attract new members. Look at the followers of the Apocalypse. They use their expertise to improve people's lives. They train them to be self-sufficient. That expertise cultivates respect and gratitude, spreads their ideals, draws talent to their cause. They make friends like we make enemies. But they don't know a fraction of what we know. If we took on their role, we could stand up to anyone. We wouldn't have to hide.
Yeah, speaking of weapon stack, can I have some if I do one more quest? I know, right?
I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
Spread the wealth a little bit. Share a little bit.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say? As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years, and those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by, and many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed. Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well, and all in the name of security, which is why we need to replace him. Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced. I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any two others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership. I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it? If I become Elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again. And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. Good enough? That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
He's staging a coup.
What is this? Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the Elder? The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better. Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
Download research notes. Downloading completed. Okay.
Let's see what we've got here. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. The pulse gun. Although, maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology. Electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. It never saw mass production. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Nellis. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun.
Hmm.
More or less. Supposedly it's a vegetation enhancer. NCR has a science branch headquartered at McCarran Airport. Guess they found something. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course. It's a targeting device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1. It was lost sometime after the war. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. All for this weapon they never got working. If it turns out to be a dud, it'd show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip. Ah, hell. Well, how could you know, right? Okay, 2 other options still on the table. Yeah, maybe they'll think twice about engaging the NCR if they know one of those could be floating around. The notes say to look around Nellis Air Force Base. He suggests going through filing cabinets and computers in the commanding officer's quarters. I like the way you think.
All right, let's go. Pulse gun.
Huh. Figured it'd have more buttons and dials and stuff, you know? Oh well. It's still the electronic equivalent of a disease from Gamora.
Veronica, I hope...
I brought you a present. We found a gun that disables power armor. One of these could defeat the whole Brotherhood. We have to stop limiting our focus to military technology. It won't save us.
That could be the only one of its kind.
That's not the point. Technology won't win our wars. We need numbers, new recruits.
What does the Codex say?
A bunch of closed-minded bullshit.
We do not help them or let them in.
But...
we keep knowledge they must never have.
give it a chance. For me. I can't stay here and watch us waste away.
I'm sorry.
We'll die out.
I know.
Come on. I can't listen to this anymore.
Jesus.
He wouldn't listen. The truth was right there staring him in the face. How could he not listen?
No. Our case wouldn't be any stronger if tomorrow they all died when their energy weapons backfired. I just didn't expect that. There was no getting through to him. How can I help them when they won't accept it? It wouldn't matter. The Elder has final say. The hell of it is he's one of our most progressive members. If I can't get him to agree, it's hopeless. I don't know if I can stay. Maybe it'd be better for everyone if I left. Spent my life somewhere else. Work with the followers of the apocalypse, maybe. Put my knowledge to some good use. Or I can stay here with the people I care about and do whatever I can until it comes to a slow or sudden end. Not even a hint, huh? Jeez, I really am all alone on this one. I guess I'll stay. If I left, there wouldn't be any coming back. It might be something I'd instantly regret. Things are gonna get harder for the Brotherhood before they get easier. I should support them in whatever way I can. Let's get going. I'd like to get my mind off all this, and some fresh air would do me some good, right about now.
Oh, poor girl.
We heard Veronica talking with the Elder. We won't stand for this.
Wow.
She'd be doing a greater service by carrying out her duties and not trying to undermine the Elder's authority. This had better be the last time her loyalty falters. You've been warned.
Well, damn.
God. I should get used to this, I guess. People get desperate. They turn on each other. First thing to go is trust. I don't think it's ever going to be the same for me in there. Knowing no matter what I do, it's going to end badly. But they're all I have. Yeah. I've got the rest of my life to help them out. I could spare a little while to see things through with you. No, I think it is. I have to be resolved about this. If I waver, it'll just make things harder. They need me, and I'm not going to abandon them. Good idea.